Right. It's now recording. Welcome. Welcome to 2020. Bobby and I are so excited to be here with you today because this is going to be a monthly event in 2020. So today we've got 1 at 1 p.m. and we've set up the ranks for the rest of the year. I don't think I've ever been so organised. For me, it's really exciting. So here we are today. This is the Abundance Show. This is about loving yourself into abundance, to be you, to become more abundant. And each month I have two co-hosts. One is Bobby, who is my beautiful friend that I have actually met in person, even though we live on different sides of the world. And he's here to give us our numerology in forecast, interest, and I have my yearly reading here. This is pages of it from Bobby. And I was just saying to him, I read it today for January 1, because of course it's January 1 here for me in Australia. For Bobby, it's still beautiful New Year's Eve. It's still 2019. But I read it and it was really interesting. And one of the things it says here, a friend or family member needs your help and advice. And that was the first thing that happened for me this morning when I put a message out to my sister-in-law. So highly recommend booking this man in. As and he's, some of you have seen the most amazing testimonial that he's given. So what we're going to be doing today is Bobby will introduce himself briefly in a minute, and we'll talk about this energy of 2020. And then what's going to happen is I will be doing my own oracle card. For those of you who are new to me, I will be doing a 4-card reading for the year. I've done one for myself, but we'll be doing one just for the people watching the show. So you can take away. I will do some readings for the people who are on. And I'm now going to hand over to Bobby so he can introduce himself and start talking about this amazing 2020, the numerology of 4. Take it away, Bobby.
Thank you, Susie. It's a great honor and a pleasure to be with you. Happy New Year to all of you guys. I hope that everyone's having an absolute epic time. My heart and my soul goes out to everyone who's affected right now by the bushfires. I just wanted to send you guys a loving, caring feeling. I mean, I wish we could send the rain over from us in Vancouver Island, and that's where I'm at right now. And
have you got rain, Bobby?
It's raining right now.
We have actually had some rain. I'm very blessed. For those people who know, I am not affected by fires. But a town that I love on the south coast of Australia has been wiped out by the whole fire.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm waiting to hear back from friends to see if they're okay or not. So
I'm so sorry to hear that. The
whole thing is just been devastating. Canberra, our capital, apparently is just smoke filled. So yes, everybody, prayers, rain dances. We did one here the other day, and we actually have had rain a couple of nights. But yes, for those areas, it's just such a devastating start to 2020 here.
I know. It's unbelievable, and it brings me to that feeling of the phoenix that rises from the ashes, and what this will bring. What brings people together and brings people to new on a forced level of freedom. And it's not about what happens to you, it's about what you do to it and what new directions you grow into. So perfect segue into what we're going to talk about today. Having a 1/1 brand new decade. It's interesting. I'm still December 31st, so we're celebrating New Year's Eve tonight. And right now, between me and Susie, we're on opposite ends of a decade right now. This is so super cool.
I know, it is so so neat, isn't it?
It's so beautiful to think how we've transcended space and time. I'm in the future with you guys right now, and you guys are actually getting this message from a day ago. And to think that we're here to be with you, it's a wonderful experience. About numerology, guys, there's a reason why when Susie reads what's happening for her today, that it's coinciding with some crazy event that's actually happening in her life, because numerology is a wonderful technology. And it's funny how we're doing our show, or our episode on your show on 1/1, February 2nd, March 3rd, April 4th. You know, we're going to be doing them on the portals. And this is the very first portal that we're experiencing of 2020, where we're seeing the first day on the first year, about to experience 111 together. And it's a wonderful feeling to think that this is an angel time. This is a time for angelic connection to come in, to come through, and to basically shine its light for us, and basically light the path for what this year is going to bring for us. And it's funny because Susie, you made a comment before we went online. You're like, I've never been so organized in my life. And I'm like, this is 2020 for you. This is a 2020 vibration, because, you know, we're talking about getting things together, getting things in order. Your life path 4, the year also says 4. And also another really powerful feeling that we get is the total vibe of the day. This is like the reading for the day. It's a month plus the day plus the year equals 6. So it's love and family, and people are feeling close to each other and they want to be with each other. And so I really love being in part of this, because I consider you family to me. And I consider our audience, the people who are watching this, these are our family. These are the people.
They are our family, you know. And it's fascinating because Bobby and I met through our affiliate marketing business that we both work in. And I mean, you know, I met him because he was a numerologist. We connected because he was wanting to know about my my readings and horoscopes. And I mean, my background in all of this comes from training in angel card reading. So, and we're talking about the angelic realm. So it's just and his family. And yesterday I spent, Des and I spent yesterday, large part of yesterday with family from our affiliate marketing business. So I just love how over the last year or so things have just opened up. And we have this new family, new friends that we will connect with in person again. But online is still very, very powerful.
It's interesting because we connect online, it feels like it should be separate or something else, but really it's not. It's so much about really being in the truth of who you are. And around me, there are not many people like us. So we have to find each other in other parts of the world so that we feel at home and at family, and we can share these connections. But the conversations that we've had and will continue to have this year are going to be powerful. So make sure that you pull in your whatever spiritual thing that you need to experience on the day and the month of this year that connects. You're going to see us here together, and we're going to have a powerful spiritual message of love and light that is going to be something that you can use. Every month will be different. This is all about new beginning, writing the path of your new direction. The later months will have a different theme or a different topic. But it's time to get our gears moving and start getting rolling and getting organized and getting our work done.
That's fascinating that you said organized, because I'm about to totally organize a calendar for each day with all color coded. But I do have the Abundance Show with Bobby in a calendar for the whole year. And I also have the last Friday of the month with my friend Beth Elaine Haynes, where we both channel for you. For that whole hour, and that's all set up as well. So, yeah, I'm feeling very confident with what I'm doing, and I think it's just fantastic. And it's interesting. I was writing yesterday, doing an end of year exercise, and then looking forward into the year and looking at, you know, they say, so who are you surrounding yourself with? And Bobby, your name was one of the people that came up with that it's really important for me this year. So there you go. You brought tears to my eyes.
I felt that as well about you too, and I was super excited today. It's 7 p.m. and we had plans to go with the kids somewhere and do something different for New Year's. but my heart was like, no, I'm so super committed to wanting to do this. We had already arranged this previously, and I felt the same thing about you two as well. That and just to everybody know, I revere Susie as a powerful spiritual mechanism inside of this universe to meander through the different energies and the different dimensions, and the stuff that you intune, the stuff that you divine, even just the artwork that's behind you, the way that you express yourself through this medium. It's a wonderful beam of spiritual light. It's like having a spiritual light bulb that turns on and can illuminate someone's path through darkness. You've been there for me in times of that, and especially for me and my family, me and my Sally. So we really appreciate you, and we absolutely love you forever. It's going to be a wonderful year coming up for us. I promise you that.
Yeah, I think so. And and Des is feeling the same as well. And I mean, he's amazing goals out there. His plan is we are having a 7-figure year, so it's going to be a roller coaster of a ride. So
that's exciting.
We have a new mentor. She's seeing things in us that I probably never ever seen in myself. So I'm really challenging.
Well, it's time for you to see that in yourself too, Susie. I mean, come on.
I know. I realized that yesterday when I was doing that interview. I said, I don't necessarily value myself. And I think that's an important message for everybody to consider as you're moving into 2020. And you might be reflecting back on 2019. Do you actually, are you seeing yourself? And are you valuing your self-worth in the same way that other people do? And that was a bit of a shock to me. So, yes, so I've just put a whole new value on my services and put a whole new package together.
That's amazing.
Later. So we'll go back to, while I go and find who's actually on my page, Bobby will share with us the power of this number 4. And as you said, it's a 4 year for me, although it's what I learned recently was it's not really my 4 years for my birthday. So it's not really till December. So I've got a bit of 3 hanging over, I think, this year.
Yep.
What's going to get me really organized.
Yeah, I'll say, for one, I think your microphone might be tucked in somewhere, because it might sound a little muffled, just in case your microphone is somewhere up where it shouldn't be. But your 3 hangover should allow you to melt these 2 concepts together. So on one side, you saw January 1st, you're starting to get really, even you were starting to get really organized and feeling this energy. But on the other side, you also have an expression energy of creativity and wanting to go out there and speak your story and speak your wealth. So I think that you'll be able to overlap the 2 concepts pretty well. But for anybody who's like, okay, well, this is a big year. Everybody wants to talk about getting your goals straight and getting the things that you need to get done properly. What I will say is that your 2020 is a very valuable time space for you to express logic, analytical, getting you the process ironed in, making sure you're following the rules and following the order, and basically cooking to recipe. If you want success, what do you label as success, and how do you reverse engineer it in a daily action? Making sure you're part of the 5 a.m. club, you're drinking lots of water, you're eating good, healthy foods, meditating, journaling, setting your goals out. There are certain things that are going to work for you, and certain things that probably aren't in your peripheral or in your awareness. I'd say that if you can create a discipline around the things that you need to do in order to get there, this is going to be the year to do that. Last year, it wasn't as much. It was a lot of worry and uncertainty, and this feeling of the 3 came in and created a lot of lack of traction. It was slippery. And this is the year where now we get traction on the ground, and we're actually getting a chance to move forward and take steps, step at a step. And like Sally was saying before she was reading this, and it was a funny little saying that, we all kind of know, where we learn to run before we walk, or walk before we crawl. And this is one of those times where it's okay to take baby steps. It's okay to take one step at a time. It's okay to basically make sure you have a goal, a vision, and a plan. To plan things out is your key towards success. And I know that this is super hype for 2020 because, or New Year energy, but in terms of numerology, it's the beginning of a decade. We were in a 3-year yesteryear, and that was a vibration of junior, and now a 4-year enters this intermediate phase. So the next phase of years have begun, 4, 5, and 6, 2020, 2021, 2022. These 3-year goals are going to be the what basically unloads on all of this. Like for us, multiple 7 figures. We're going to go and travel across the world, seminars, events. We're publishing books, and we've got a lot of really cool things that we're planning. But we have to recognize that 2020 is the year where you lay down the concrete, the foundation, the framework underneath all of this. If you want to act and operate with the success of a multimillionaire, are you doing the things that multimillionaires do on a daily basis? And I talk to them and they're like, I make time for reading every day. Non-negotiable. I absolutely make sure I read every day for an hour or 2, or how much as I can. And you'll find the other ones are like, I exercise. Diet is extraordinarily important to make sure we do the boring stuff. You think that the life of an entrepreneur and a millionaire is super slam dunk exciting. No, it's boring. They do the same things over and over because they're tried, tested, and true, and they're not trying to reinvent the wheel. They're just picking up momentum on it. So that's why I'm like, wow, this is good, because like I'll rewind you guys back to July in 2019. I started going to the gym because I wanted to get fit for my wedding. So I picked up a workout or an exercise habit that also forced me to get up really early in the morning. So I was basically preparing my body so that in 2020, I'm already ready to go. I'm like, good, I feel good. I feel good physically. I can get up early. I'm taking my personal development seriously, and I'm enrolling myself in my own course, in my own educational experience of becoming the type of mindset, the type of spirit set, the communicator that is going to be a global leader. I mean, I already lead people across the globe. I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs, but tens of thousands, putting tens of thousands of entrepreneurs inside of my organization. That's a wonderful feeling. And I'm getting super worked up about this right now because I'm like, I know what this end of this year is about for us. So if any of you guys are like, whoo, and you're just like ready to go and you just want to do this feeling, just prepare yourself. And that hard work is your preparation. Hard work and skill outmatch luck and wit on any day when preparedness is there. So you have to get ready to run the goal. Prepare, like visualize yourself on stage, mentally put yourself in the placeholder of ultimate success. That's mine. It's Susie. Susie's success is going to be there. She's going to reach 7 figures. Oh man, I can see her. She's crying on stage, got this big check, and Des is like, he's just sort of like laughing on stage, just trying to be all cool. And there's that feeling of there when you guys have experienced it. That's where we're living. We're feeling nostalgia for our future, and that's what really needs to pump us up. So I hope that you guys just like take New Year's resolutions and throw them right off the table and make absolute resounding shifts, wholesale changes in who you are to make sure that you actually can carry this year forward. Otherwise, on the opposite end of this conversation, you're going to get chewed up and spit out, and it's going to be tough, and you're going to feel like you're trapped. So the only thing you can do is make sure you're always running, and you're always running that play, whatever that daily method of operation looks like for you. Sorry, I went off on a really big tangent there, Susie.
That's okay. But what you're talking about is, now Bobby has made an amazing mind movie. And Des and I are in the process of making our mind movie. Because we are both, it was amazing. We just happened to find out a few months ago. We're both working, doing the meditations and listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza, who very much says every day as you finish the meditation, you know, what's the sign, but putting yourself in the future you. So, you know, what are people doing? Are you creating that picture that I can feel that Bobby just has me there at the end of the year? Are you creating that picture for you? or are you still holding back and thinking, oh, there's all those things I didn't do in
You know, people are holding
2019?
on to the picture of their past. We keep reliving our memory. And that's, it's a weird counterintuitive feeling because we're like remembering things that have happened and then that's what we focus on. But if we can switch the gear and be like, all right, I'm going to focus on my future now, we start bringing that towards us instead of just more of what we've had. It's so, because this Dr. Joe stuff, you know, it's changed our world. Your brain is like, they call it neuroplasticity. So it grows. It doesn't matter where you are, what condition, what you've experienced or have not, your brain wants to continuously calculate and make new electro connections, and the magnetism around your heart is what actually puts this wave out. If you're sad and you're crunched in and you're thinking down about a past pain, you're sort of like spiraling all of your energy into a dark black ball that ends up growing somewhere on your body. But if you expand it outward and you're like, oh man, this feels great, and you know, I feel young and I'm exude wealth and youth, and this is one of the reasons why I love you so much, is because you know, you guys are like, you've escaped age, and it's a wonderful feeling to think that this is what these are my mentors, because you know, when I get through decades of my life, I want to say that I have the same vitality, the same youth, the same zest for life. Oh my gosh, like it's such a wonderful feeling to see that, because you see some people half your age that look twice as older, and they're just
that's right, absolutely, yeah. And for those of you who don't know, I had a birthday on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. And I turned 71. And somebody said, there's no way. And I always say, well, I had good genes. You know, my mother, when she was in her 80s, probably was about 60. So I've got good genes. But, you know, I drink this amazing water. And that definitely helps get rid of wrinkles and whatever else. And I do. I mean, I just recently read the 5 a.m. club, and I did the 66 days, and then I started again. And I have to say, since my birthday and up till today, I've taken a break from getting up and going walking and things at 5 a.m. But tomorrow, I'm starting again.
Good for you.
I decided to start my New Year on an American New Year rather than an Australian one. I slept in this morning because I actually did stay up till midnight and watched the fireworks that were over the beach here, which was pretty amazing. Just through the trees in the backyard. So let's get back to the number 4. And Bobby, can you share with people the energy that, as you see it, coming for 2020, and how people can embrace this and maybe act on it? Well, you know, you were telling me about being organised and things. What's something that, you know, for the people who are watching and all the people who will be watching the replay, because of course it's a holiday here in Australia today and everybody in the Northern Hemisphere is probably off at the time. So for the people watching the replay, what are the things that they can take into 2020 that will empower them and help them bring in more abundance?
So imagine a 4 is like a square. It's got 4 sides to it. And it's very like, it's a safe shape. It makes people feel safe because it's a very easy shape to say not one side is uneven, or it's like you could use this shape for a chair, you could use this shape for a table, you can use this shape for a classroom, you could use this shape for a foundation. It's a very solid and stable shape. So we're creating our abundance. Okay, let's say that this is a 10-year vision that we're leading into, and here we are about a year or 2 ago, or maybe just 6 months or 3 months ago, you decided, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. Maybe you're about to decide, I want to become an entrepreneur. And, you know, Susie's my gal. Let's do this. Susie, I'm in. Let's go on this journey together. There is a vision for 2020 that looks like a classroom. It looks like a work site. It looks like a book where you could open a page and learn something and internalize something, whether it be an education or a training or some sort of a workshop or an exercise or a mentorship or a coaching that will allow you to build on the foundation of all of these skills. Because people who do the boring stuff over and over again, they have these epic looking results that make them look like magic. And if you talk to them, they're like, there is no secret. You work your butt off, and you have to work really hard. And so the vision for 2020 is to say, okay, now act on it. Now, for those of us, because I know most of our community is listening to this, and they're kind of like, oh, we're already on this. So how do I do this? Take, for example, the amount of money you've invested, the amount of time, energy, and effort you've put into being a part of this community. Put your money where your mouth is now. Put the rubber to the pedal to the metal. And you have to absolutely look at this and say, am I going to do this, or am I going to be another statistic of the 90%, 80% of people who fail in business because I didn't do what I needed to do? And it's the tough stuff. It's like think right. You have to make sure that you read books and go to the events and learn something and listen to your mentors, listen to your coaches. And people are like, okay, yeah, what's the secret ingredient? What's the secret ticket item? That's it. That's the secret. Follow the recipe. And that's what we're really looking at for 2020, is that we're all spiritual beings. We're all in the ether and like pulling in this cosmic energy. And Susie's an amazing channel, an absolutely powerful spiritual aficionado. And we're coming down to a 4-year, which is very earthly. So if you're bringing in abundance, you're actually playing out this spiritual cosmic destiny or plan in the daily actions of what you're doing in the day. So you're going to see a lot of this structure and organization conversation, especially from my end of the world, because that I understand what this year is. And so if you have a to-do list, get it done. If you don't have your daily method of operation set out, make sure you run with it and you actually start putting, well, what time do I eat? What time do I sleep? What time do I wake up? What time does the dog need to go out? And start putting all of these different things on the schedule so that you can build a framework around what your day should look like. If you don't, your day will run you. If you don't run your day properly, it's going to run you. And so we have to make, and if you're on a job site, like imagine this is a construction metaphor. If you're on a job site and you're like, every nail, you're like, and you take another nail, you're like, and you're just angry at this business and you're angry at what you're building and you're like, this sucks, I can't do this, and nothing I do is right and works, and that you can't speak like that to yourself on any day, but especially on a work site. People are going to be like, yo man, just relax, sit outside for a few minutes and catch your breath, because we're working in here. And it's going to be tough if I'm working with a negative attitude or a poor energy that makes me feel like, where is it? Where's my success? You're building it. And that's one of the biggest things. I remember I was getting coaching from Mark Lack, and we were filming a video. And he said, because he's like, I'm going to stop you while you're filming, when you're not doing the right thing, and don't pull over and start being like, okay. And then don't enjoy your failure. Like, that's basically what he was saying, is like, don't stop and freak out and be like, oh man, so silly. Why did I say that? Like, don't do that. If you make a mistake, okay, keep going. All right, now say it again. Okay, do it again. And get into the process of not reacting and spending energy on all of the, procrastinations and the disorganizations and the what ifs, and I've never done this before. And so what? You've never done it yet. You haven't been there yet. But the fine line that we run down it's like you need a ruler. So you're not trying to freehand draw your success. You put your mentor right there and you listen to what they're saying so that you can draw a straight line. This is a mathematics we're talking about. A 4 wants to be analytical, it wants to be logical, and it wants to process information the same way that our bodies process energy. Like we have a very powerful machine, and this is the year that we take care of it. Because I don't know where you were a decade ago, but for me, it was night and day difference from where I'm at now. And now I'm looking towards my next decade being like, oh my gosh, this is going to be insane. What's going to happen in the next 10 years? It's going to be so freaking amazing and cool, because I'm like, I'm excited for what's going to happen next. All of my dreams have come true. And now I realize I need bigger dreams. So cool conversation.
We all need bigger dreams. So we're now going to see what what the Heart Whisper Oracle cards are going to share with us. So what I want everybody to do, first of all, is just to get very centered and try to picture how you want to see yourself this year. One of the really interesting points that Bobby just made was I've just completed an I Am Enough 3-day I Am Enough expansion to help people get that self-worth together. Because when we're not feeling that we're enough, we can't step into those big dreams. We can't bring in the abundance. So you sit there and think about even just one thing of how you want to be in 2020. And first of all, we're going to see. I've already done this 2 minutes. So I'm doing this now for all of my Facebook family and friends, and I think to the world. So first of all, we're going to see what is the focus card for the year. Okay, focus card this year. Oh, this is interesting given what this is quite different to the card I got, but this is very interesting given what Bobby just said. To dream big, we have to take that me time. We need to make sure every day, so this is the focus, every day you need to take time for you, for your personal growth, for your personal development, for that exercise program, for eating healthy, and for having a daily plan that's going to help you move forward. So now what I'm going to do is what I did to myself, which was I drew 4 cards. 4 cards for the year. That's very interesting that these cards come out after what you had done. And this is a brand new deck of cards. So they're put together a bit more. I thought I've lost the deck of cards. I've obviously left it somewhere, a new one I had. So I treated myself to a brand new deck of cards.
And Susie, those are still available, right? You're.
Yeah, I'm going to talk. I'm giving. These are still available. The new ones I haven't finished making yet. So
Okay.
right. So our first card is yes. So if you've got something you're not sure about, trust your intuition. And if you're not sure, I haven't got my. Okay. This is Des's pendulum. So if you're not sure whether you're sure, you can do the kinesiology, give me a yes, give me a no. Or you can make yourself, I have a crystal, I don't have a crystal. Des, I taught him how to do it. He made his own little paperclip pendulum. And he uses it to make decisions. And he's just used it to make a decision on will we keep a domain called Thinking Hibiscus or not, and what we're going to do with it. And you do the same thing, give me a yes, and you'll see it's swinging to the right, and then you hold it still. This one I can't, my crystal's not doing it. Give me a no, and look at it going the other way. Look at that. So you can use that. So if there's something you're not sure of, but the first thing you need to do is say yes to yourself, yes to love, yes to life. But yeah, so if there's something you're not sure about.
It's the question of, will I be successful? Is this going to work? Will I make it? And that when you pull that card out, I'm like, oh, someone's asking if this is really real for them. And I'm like, yes, it is. Like, look at the card.
Believe it. You have to start off by believing in yourself.
Yep.
So the next card that came out was the trust card.
So,
I know, it's amazing. So to move forward, and I mean, I'm happy to do this. You have to trust your heart, trust that intuition. Just the signs that you're getting. You know, Joe Dispenza asks us to, be open to the opportunities, the signs that come. And every day, there's usually something that comes up that allows you to, oh, yeah, that's right, I can move forward. So we have trust. Okay. And I'm just doing these as this is just for the year. And then I will share with you, before I do some readings, how you can really learn to trust yourself this year and the opportunity I have for you to work with me. Right, so we've got our next card. Right, our next card is Imagine. So today, or this first week of January, is a really good thing. So you're saying yes to something you're trusting. Now, this would be imagine your life as it's going to be at the end of 2020 when you've put into action your intentions, your dreams. And with this, the message on the card is take time to picture your life as you really, really desire it. And this is a great time to make that mind movie, your vision board, something that you can look at each day. Well, let's see what card number 4 is. I'm just seeing any other mixed deck of cards, and they're not all flying out. Is strength. Now, this is I'll tell people now, this is my focus card for the year, is strength. But why is strength important? Strength, the message on the card is strength comes when you make the move to step out from the shadows and day. So you've imagined your life, and now it's time for you to believe you can and to shine, to really shine your light. Because then we all have a message, we all have a purpose in this world. And the message is, if you're hiding away, you can't share your message. So if, Bobby hadn't, I suppose 18 months ago, started to share with people, look what you can do with your numbers. I mean, things have changed so much for you in that time since I met you, when you were first beginning to share in groups about his numerology.
Yep.
And he's a mentor for me in this way of realizing that I've tended to hold all this back and not let people come and work with me. It's like Bobby saying the cards are available. Yes, the cards are available, and I will be putting all the links on this post so you can, the cards can be shipped. But just before I ask people, have you got people on your page today, Bobby?
Yeah, if you want, what I'll do is I've got people telling us that this is golden, so true, amazing. Tash is saying this is all ringing true. Thank you. I've got people joining us. We've got a group of people watching us right now. Hello, Daniela, Darnell, Mitsuko, Emma, Simona, Melanie, Maria. Yeah, there's a lot of people here with us today.
Right. Okay. So what I'll be doing in a few minutes, I'll be doing 10 minutes or so of one card readings for people. I've just got to take a photo of these cards so I can put them up. I forgot to come to my computer with a pen.
That's a wonderful sentiment for 2020. While you're doing that, I'll just kind of give an insight. The very first one that what you put in there was me time, right?
Yes.
And I believe that a discipline, we get caught working on everything else, other people, serving the family, serving the kids, serving the boss, and everyone else except for ourselves, that we feel drained, unvalidated. We feel like we're not honoring ourselves, or other people aren't honoring us. And it's a wonderful reality to think that if you spend some time on you spend your me time together, and the answer to that is this needed. The next card came in, yes. And then the next card came in that says, trust this. And then the next card that came in says strength, and also imagine. So it's this feeling of thinking that your thoughts are going to be weaving in a fabric around your reality, and you really have to say yes to life, say yes to your business, say yes to the things that, you know, it may be hard to do. At the beginning, it was hard to go to the gym. I wouldn't want to go. But now I feel like I don't want to, I can't not go. And so there's a really powerful space in there. I also wanted to just quickly just throw this out there for anybody who's watching this on my watch party, that if you're going to get a 90-minute session with me and you mentioned that this was on Susie's show, I'm going to include a copy of her deck for you. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I'll pay for the cards to get sent out to anyone who's out there. If you guys book a 90-minute session with me, and just say, I saw you on the Abundance Show, and I wanted to be able to share that with you as a combo gift, because I know that you need to get a deck of these cards. They're just
That
absolutely
is amazing. Thank you so much, Robin. That is great.
welcome.
And I'll just show people, they come, this is the deck, and they come with 4 instruction cards, and they come, you can request what your bag is, but they come with a bag that now has a little swing tag on it, so you know how to get in touch with me. And Bobby can show you, he's come in a men tend to like the silky bag, and women like the see-through bag. The reason with the see-through one is you can have your card there for the day if you've got it in your handbag or something else. So, and they now come, Bobby, with a little swing tag, so people can always get in touch with me and find me. That is now attached to the bag. They come with a handwritten card, and
oh, that's awesome.
But what I'm actually offering today is I'm offering a very high-end package that I have never done before. It's 12 months. You get your own 12-month reading, and your own meditation, a clarity plan of moving into the year, then a reading on, like, you get a reading for January, and during that reading, I am going to paint your heart whisper. So you'll be getting your own heart whisper painting. I mean, this is a small one that I've done, but the ones I'll be doing will be this size, will be what I think it's called letter, I call A4 size. And I will be painting and drawing as I'm talking with you and reading, and then I will finish it, and that will get included with that. And then on the 1st of each month, we will review where you've been for that month. We'll do a mini meditation, a reading for the month, and moving forward. So this is, I've never done anything like this before. I did this from doing a meditation with Joe Dispenza this morning. I thought, I've just got to put something together that is different.
Amazing.
And I will drop the link in here in a minute for that. And yes, it's not a $200 package or something. It's actually valued at about $4,400, because you're getting me every month, plus your own painting, plus a whole plan for the year. So for the next 8 days or something, it will be $3,300.
Wow.
And for those people who want a payment plan, I will talk to you about that. I've only just put this together, and I will drop the link in now.
You make sure that we get a chance to talk about that to my audience as well, okay?
Yes, I will. It's just I don't know, just came to me this morning. I thought, I've got to do something. I do this for myself. I do my own 12-month reading. It comes with a focus card, then 12 cards. But on top of this, you get your own monthly reading, and you will get a deck of cards as well as your own heart whisper, which will be totally different to that. I should have another one here, and I haven't. But it'll be your own heart whisper, and it might be 2 or 3 layers of your heart. So that's what I'm offering this time, and I will drop the link in. No, I'm sorry, I'm not on Facebook. The link is here.
If you want to drop, actually, I'm on a watch party, so I'm not sure if you want to send me the link on Messenger and I can put it into.
Oh, right. Okay, I'll do that because it won't go through, will it?
It won't show up on the same one if you are in your on your.
Okay, I will drop that into Messenger.
And then that way I can put it in.
And then for the people who are on live now, who are watching, I've got, it's all the people who are watching with me now who haven't all said hello, because I can see all your eyes up the top. Can you would like a reading? Please put in yes, please. And the same with the people who are on Bobby's watch party, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if someone wants it, then just basically say, yeah, I'd love a reading, and then inside the comments, and then I'll let Susie know who you are. And I guess while we're waiting, can I get a reading?
Yes, of course, of course.
You give me a comment. Come on.
I'm just right, Bobby.
And I have Karen as well.
Hold on. Oh, have you got Karen Lamb on your page?
Yeah, I've got Karen Lamb. Hey, Karen.
Oh, so I just met Karen, and Karen was in my group recently, and she told me that she was on doing your call yesterday. I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I've got here. Just hold on. I've just got to get a pen. Okay. Right. So I've got first person I can see here is Kay, and then can you give me the names of people from your watch party? Bobby. I'll do Bob. I'm going to do Bobby first. Then I'm going to do Kay Hamilton. And Bobby? Who's on your page? Who would like a reading?
It was Karen, Tash, and Jody.
Oh, hold on. I forgot to put my earphones back in. Okay.
It was Karen, Tash, and Jody.
Who was the person after Karen?
Karen, it's Tash, Tash.
Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Right, here we go. Okay, Bobby. Let's tap in here. Right. Hands on your heart. Deep breath. You ask for this reading for Bobby to allow him to open into his magnificence that is going to manifest this year. Okay, this is a card that was peeking out. This is a knowing card.
Oh, wow.
And this is for you to totally trust that you have all you need within you. This is not the year for you to be looking outside. This is the year for you to really consolidate the belief that you are enough, that real trust in yourself. And this is amazing. I can just see this your whole the whole thing with all the numbers and things, and you're out there and you're sharing this message on the stage. That's what I'm just seeing at the moment. Mm. Powerful. Powerful. Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay. Okay. Same thing. Put hands on your heart. Take in a deep breath. After this, we can take the K. I'm just hearing, allow you to really dream big. Dream big. Mm. Because when you dream big, Kay, you can expect miracles. Your heart opens and whispers. Feel the love and expect miracles. So what I'm hearing there is I think you've got a little bit of work to do on your own self-love, on that knowing you are enough, really valuing your self-worth. So if you don't do mirror work now, start. Write on your, go into your bathroom, get lipstick out and write, I am enough. So that you're actually seeing that every day as you go in there, okay? So yeah, so that's yours is expect miracles. And my suggestion to people is after the I've done the card readings is to actually get a journal out and journal how you can move into that space. Because when you put pen to paper, magic can happen. Things come out if you ask, what is it my heart wants to know? Right, Karen. Karen Land. It's my pleasure, Kay. And I will drop the link to the cards. So Karen, tapping here. Mm. The message I just got for you, Karen, before I do the cards is to open more into joy. And then magic happens. Magic happens when you take the time to sit in stillness and listen. So the message there for you is like the focus card that we got for the year. Think back to those cards as well, and I'll pop a picture of them later. The focus card there was me time. So to allow you to move into this joy and experience the magic in your life. I saw somebody, a friend of mine today has got for 2020, magnificent mission, magic and money. And I thought, lovely for words to move into 2020. So Karen, that's for you. Magic happens. And yeah, take that time each day and journal. I'm hearing that you need to journal. Okay, Tash. Tash, tapping here, hands on your heart. Breathing deeply. And to see the Tash I got, I just heard the words letting go come up. Tash, is there something you need to let go of at this time? I
Karen says,
can't see the comments on your page, Bobby.
yeah, Karen is just saying thank you so much. And then Tasha's saying greatly appreciated as well.
So Tash, here we go. This is so Tash, there is something you need to let go of because you've got one of the cards that we pulled for the year, which is yes. The yes card. So there's something, I'm getting a sense, I don't know, you got two cards. I know I've had two cards and I've had to work out which way I'm going with them. Write down on the top of the page what it is you may be having to decide. I might not be right at all, but I just got this feeling there's something that you're trying to make a decision about. And your heart knows which way to go. So, maybe do the pendulum twist or do the show me a yes, show me a no.
Hey, the card just showed you yes.
And the card's showing you yes. So for you, it's get really clear on what it is that you're saying yes to. That's the message. Get really clear. And there's something that I had heard that you were holding on. There's something you've got to let go of. To get to yes with the thing you really want to do, you've got to let the other thing go. Just park it. What is it my mentor Kate says? Park it. Park it. So, and Jody,
Jody says it was a pleasure to meet you a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, great. Oh, she must have been on the tour show.
Yeah, it was about 5 weeks ago, she says.
Ah, that would have been the 11/11 show. Anyway, Jody, tap in, hands on your heart. Take a deep breath in. I just heard the word gold for you. And whether that resonates for you or not, but that's what came to me as I tapped into your energy. Because to get the abundance you want in your life, you are going to have to be bold. And to let go when you release all thoughts of lack, of not being enough, abundance flows. So the strength card, that was the last card we do to the yearly card, to the 4 cards, is maybe you have some, have to come out of the shadows and dance as well. So, and that's one of my favorite cards. And this morning after I'd done the meditation, I wrote down, expect abundance and flow with freedom. And I think everybody says have one word for the year. I'm going to have a phrase that I'll put in front of me rather than being a conformist and having one word for you. So I hope that's okay. Now, I can't see anybody else here who's asking for a reading.
Yeah, there was, who else was here? Lee Martin would love a card.
Lee. Okay, Lee.
And Jody saying, beautiful, thank you, Susie.
My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Oh, hi, Jody. Oh, Jody Stevens. Right, I can see it's just popped up on the screen. I will come over and respond to them. Okay.
And also, they're saying it's hard to hear you clearly.
Maybe is that better? Have I come away? Is that okay?
That's good.
Right. Okay. I must have been moved away. Lee, hands on your heart. Deep breath in. Focus on something that you're desiring this year. And this will be the last one. So just look at the time. We've been going for an hour. Right, okay, right. Lee, you've got two cards that's fallen out, and your card is love, but the card that fell out was, the card is love. The card that fell out while I was shuffling was gold. So when we fully, love, the message on the card is feel the love within you. Allow it to say, I love you, and give yourself an inner namaste. So this is, Lee, do you need to do some more work on loving yourself? And that sometimes means about being bold. When it's bold to take time for you. It's bold to take time out and say, particularly if you've got a family and thinking that, no, this is my hour to do what I have to do that's going to help you have a better life. And I think that's something that sometimes parents have to say to their kids when they're saying, oh, Mummy, I need this. And you need to be able to say, I need to take this time for me. Because when I take this time for me, it's going to allow us to go on that holiday, have a new home, get the computer you want, whatever else. You need to look at it from that point of view. So I'm feeling that you need to give yourself a little bit more love. And it does take boldness. And this was the other card that fell out, Lee, is compassion. And that's about being kind to yourself. Okay. Bobby, you have anything to say as we wrap up?
I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Get ready for an epic year. Get ready for an epic year.
Absolutely. It's going to be, I don't know, and actually I think this is something, I'm really excited, and we made a video on the beach, and it's just everything feels like resilient was something I've been very much over these last 10 years. It was 8 years ago, over 8 years ago, I had that near-death experience. And, so my life really changed in this last decade, and I had to really learn to love myself. And that really changes how we live our lives. Perfect. I love you all. I wish you all the most amazing 2020. We're all going to step into our dreams. And I'll drop the link in here again for the people who really want to expand your horizon in 2020.
Can you send that link to me? Can you see that link to me in the messenger?
Messenger, I did.
You did it? You already sent it to me?
Yeah, I have sent it to you in your messenger.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry, wrong person. Accidentally sent it to my niece.
And just to recap, that's a 12-month program, including a heart whisper, like a actual guided love painting that you're going to create, as well as monthly readings for people as well too.
Yeah. Monthly, yeah. So you get initially you'll get you'll get an initial session which will be the 12 a focus card for the year, plus a card for each month, so that you can map out, can help you with your business or your life. And then you will get a reading. Hi, Sally. Then you will get a reading. I will do a reading for January. And while we're doing the reading, I'll have my paint or whatever here, and I will be starting a heart whisper painting for you, which will be like A4. It'll be this size. And that will then come with you'll get your deck of cards with special notes from me. It will come with tracked posting, which I normally get people to pay for to be tracked. and that will be included. And then each month, oh, and we do what's called a clarity through contrast session, so that you get really clear. So you have a plan to move forward, and then each month we'll check that plan back. We'll do the reading for the month. You get your initial meditation for the year, which is personalized for you. So it's recorded, and you get the whole recording each month. And we move forward for the year.
Invest, guys. Invest in this. Invest in yourselves. This is an education and a spiritual awareness. Hiring on coaches and mentors is a huge deal. So I appreciate you for my life.
And also, thank you, Bobby. Bobby also made a special offer for people who book readings with him.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna write that in there. So 90-minute bookings. Where is this? 90-minute bookings with me are going to include a deck of Susie's Heart Whisper cards. Okay, so you guys have to mention the abundance show that you saw it here, and then that way I'll make sure I get them sent out for you.
How exciting! I think each month we can alternate between things, and we can offer people amazing gifts.
Yep.
That will help them grow, expand, empower, and have more abundance in their life. Thank you so much, Bobby. I just think this has been an amazing way to kick off 2020. Woo. I love you so much. I love all of you, all my Facebook family and friends who are watching. It has just been so beautiful.
Thank you.
And thank you.